The governor of the island installed the ordinary sessions of the Departmental Assembly. The event was held in the Rosales Hooker Manuel Hall, where the island governor invited members of the Duma to make the best decision for the benefit of the community in a joint work with the administration.
We begin the first period of ordinary sessions of this third year of government, where we will have important projects that we will present Mr. President and our deputies. As these tax incentives, we request to create this stimulus so that the community can enjoy benefits of up to 20, 15, and 5% in the calendar represented there, and that, Mr. President, will be our goal.
The governor added that the budget addition project will be presented where resources are expected from the balance that depend on the Treasury's residue, in addition to other projects that are expected to be approved by the Duma.
And in search of solutions to the different problems that occur in the Sprat Bite pedestrian area, the government analyzes measures to implement.
The departmental government held a meeting with representatives of Anato Chapter San Andres and Cotelco regarding the situations that occurs with great frequency in the Sprat Bite pathway, such as noise pollution, time for circulation, and agglomerations.
Vamos a organizar el tema de la peatonal, ¿no?
We are going to organize the issue of the pathway. We will call on all those involved in the issue, the unions, the owners of the establishments. We will seek with the police and the various authorities to make the respective controls that need to be done. Create an organization that makes the pathway really work. Also looking for a figure of a fund or a mixed economy to help us manage the resources of the department in a manner governed by private law that is more efficient to develop a fee to circulate on the pathway, plus among other proposals.
A tentative schedule will be until 2 a.m. All the measures that were proposed during the meeting are to ensure the safety and welfare of visitors. Therefore, it is noteworthy to make mention that this meeting is the result of the relationships established during the participation of the destination in the showcase of Anato. Within the meeting, the possibility of increasing the presence of the competent authorities in this tourist site was contemplated.
And the director of the OCRE clarified the version circulating on social media regarding the alleged denial of entry to the municipality to the presidential candidate Gustavo Petro. Madariaga said that until his statement, there was no record of any request for entry to the sister island.
So far, after revising the databases around the address, there is no record of any request that has been made around this intention to enter. Therefore, this administrative direction could have been pronounced neither favorably nor unfavorably.
This clarification was made by the director through his Facebook social network after the presidential candidate posted on Twitter that he had been denied entry to Old Providence. In his statement, the director of the Office of Circulation and Residence Control added that the entity complied with the law.
What is true is that there is a decree in the municipal territory where the possibility of entry of people to the municipality is restricted to peruse through as they wish, since the municipality, as a consequence of the hurricane, only allows the entry of people who are going to work for the reconstruction or who are legally in the islands residing within the department.
In this way, the leader of the entity clarifies what he calls speculations that are circulating locally and nationally.
And during his visit to the department, the presidential pre-candidate Gustavo Petro referred to some issues, among them his non-entry to the island of Old Providence, as well as the situation of a dispute with Nicaragua.
In first instance, the pre-candidate for the presidency of the Republic for the Historical Park Coalition referred to the incident in which he was prohibited from entering the municipality of Old Providence.
A crime because the political meeting is a fundamental right of the Colombian people established in the pillars of the Constitution, and there is no excuse to prevent it during the electoral campaign.
The candidate also referred to the need to create a plan to relocate non-vital citizens.
I think that the main thing before anything else is to guarantee the sustainability of the island. Is a real plan for the relocation of the voluntary non-racial population to the mainland. For this, there must be a package of measures with higher education, free housing, decent livelihoods, so that it is credible and we can achieve that several thousand families manage to relocate, and that would ensure greater sustainability of the island in the hands of the racial population.
The candidate also referred to border relations with Nicaragua.
That is a problem defined in part by the court, unfortunately by Colombia, that did not know how to defend itself in the past governments. I have always proposed that the sea flower be thought of as something autonomous, and that the racial autonomy could be a fundamental instrument of legal defense.
Finally, Petro spoke of the importance of implementing environmental tourism, clean energy, a high-level hospital, higher education services designed for the Caribbean and in the language of the Caribbean, in this case in our native language, Creole.
And as we continue with other local news, at the press conference, the director of Carolina announced various investments that are being made to improve the service of the Johnny Key Regional Park.
Among the investment are improvements and operating program. This is another to have adequate staff for services in this important touristic spot of the island.
Tenemos un plan de manejo. El plan de manejo tiene 5 programas.
We have a management plan with several stages, and of the 2,000 million pesos that we have collected, 46% has gone to investment and 50% to operations, because a protected area cannot be implemented without operations. These resources cover the operating costs for the park to function. There are other investments. For example, last year we invested more than 200 million pesos in technical support because we need permanent personnel such as social managers, lifeguards, and personnel to organize logistics and control and monitor the non-extraction of natural resources. More than 200 million pesos have been spent on integrated solid waste management, more than 100 million pesos on site maintenance. We have bought showers and we have fixed the showers.
This announcement by the director comes after the theft of a market buoys in the regional park, as well as other acts of vandalism that have been occurring in recent months.
And due to the problem of poor disposals of solid waste by inhabitants of some sectors of the island, the departmental government began to work to collect these items.
Taking into account the large amount of solid waste found in the streets of the island, such as white line waste, iron, and wood, the departmental government has initiated work to collect this waste around the island.
La Secretaría de Servicios Públicos.
Since last week, the Secretary of Public Utilities has been collecting special waste, scrap metal, and white line in the sector of San Luis, specifically in the Guinea Bay sector. The departmental administration requested the operator to provide us with a schedule of the places and points to be evacuated regarding the management and collection of special solid waste, white line, and scrap metal. Let's remember that the operator has been collecting this type of waste specifically in the critical points that have been foreseen.
The departmental government specified that these special waste collection works will be extended to different sectors of the island.
And now let's get to know other facts that are making news in our brief news sections of today.
The Citizen Prevention Group of the National Police conducted in the Backroad sector the strategy Cinema Under the Stars, which seeks to create spaces of healthy recreation for children and adolescents of the island. On this occasion, the children enjoyed a movie with important reflective messages. The Secretariat of Government, in coordination with the Casa Ludica in the Cove sector as part of the celebration of Creole Day, celebrated with poems, typical dances, traditional music instruments, island cuisine, and activities that promote cultural diversity. The celebration was attended by the community of this sector. In Old Providence, the Environmental Corporation Carolina continues with the strategy of no use of plastic bags as part of the campaign Sea Flower Without Plastic. During the event, the community was reminded of the importance of strict compliance with the standard and is again encouraged to bring their reusable bags when shopping. The activity took place in the supermarkets in the center of the municipality.